Hey folks, welcome to a new video series from MyDecisiveAI. In this series, we're diving into real customer solutions and technical architecture. If you're into observability or site reliability, you'll want to follow along with this series. Today's topic: how one customer cut their Datadog bill by $960,000 a year without sacrificing visibility where it mattered. At MyDecisive, we help teams escape telemetry overload. We let you act on telemetry in real time, shifting from passive observability to what we call proactive operations, intelligent, automated optimization. One of our customers was up for renewal with Datadog. They had a critical need: drop their spend by 10 to 25% while maintaining reliable trace coverage for their incident response. The challenge was that their system had a mix of high volume, noisy services and quiet yet critical ones. They couldn't just sample everything uniformly. They also were deployed in all three of the major public clouds. The idea was to sample intelligently, sampling traces from noisy services while keeping traces from quiet ones, and storing everything in their own cloud for backup. Let's walk through the architecture we implemented with them. Imagine a system with 1,000 endpoints. Some services get hit 10 times a second, others thousands. At the top of our architecture diagram, we have service 1 through service 4, where service 1 kicks off a trace that forks to hit services 2 and 3 and ends at 4. The entire call graph is a single contiguous trace. Here's how we process that. All the spans are buffered in memory. When the root span, service 1, completes, a decision is made to keep the whole trace or drop it. This is called tail-based sampling, which does what we wanted but also supports keeping any traces with errors. Now, check out these boxes labeled OTS, OTEL Collector. OTS stands for off the shelf. These are our tail-based sampling collectors. In fact, they're actually your OTEL collectors you get from the Contrib distro. Each one buffers spans and waits for the root to fire before sampling decisions are made. And this is where MyDecisive adds our magic. The MDAI layer analyzes the traffic and categorizes root spans as follows. Some might be not sampled by configuration, others might be low sampled based on traffic volume, and others might be high sample rate, meaning drop a lot of the data because they are high traffic volume. The sample rates are computed based on actual trace volumes, and it's not a black box. You can inspect MDAI state variables in real time to see why a service was sampled a certain way. And what's critical is we don't throw anything away. Even if a trace doesn't go to Datadog, a complete copy is stored in S3. You can retrieve it anytime for incident response, audit, or deeper analysis. And this customer also had New Relic for some services and wanted to copy the trace data from New Relic into Datadog. We took care of that without using the New Relic firehose, which costs a bunch of AWS charges. Why should your observability vendor decide what data to keep and charge you for? You should be the one in control of both the data and the cost. With MyDecisive, you get cost control over your Datadog spend, full access to your trace data, no vendor lock-in, and you still use Datadog. You just stop paying for noise and gain the power to act on your telemetry. In our next video, I'll show you how we use MDAI to right-size a Kubernetes cluster for a streaming media company. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.